departing.
Departing.
Yeah,
for
path out.
Path out. I got it.
So now we are very close to the spot.
Yeah.
And before you were very far away. Try to keep the same distance to the spot.
I got it. Maybe
don't descend. Don't turn that steep. We're getting too close.
Yeah. Path out is same.
Same direction?
Yeah, same direction.
Okay. Because there are not too much obstacles, yeah?
Yeah.
So maybe that should work, yes.
Yeah, south to north.
Okay, then what part? A is approach type.
Yep.
What approach type would you choose?
Approach for normal landing, normal approach.
Okay.
Yeah.
That should work, because here when we approach there are no obstacles. So
Yeah.
normal approach should work.
Yeah.
Okay, then what part? T is touchdown zone.
Yeah.
For this we have 5 S's. So size.
Size.
Is this spot big or small?
Yeah. And stability.
Yeah, is the
suitable.
Is the spot big or small?
It's big.
It's big, okay.
Yeah, enough.
Shape?
Shape is circle.
Circle?
Yeah.
Surface?
Purpose?
Surface,
surface is just horizontal.
Yeah, but I mean, what material? Is it grass or sand?
It's sand.
Sand, okay.
Yeah.
So on some materials, like loose sand, like on the beach, we could expect a brownout, which means
Brownout.
the sand comes up and we don't see
yeah,
anything.
Yeah.
But here it looks like it's hard sand.
Yeah, road visibility.
So we don't expect a brownout.
Yeah.
Then is there a slope?
Slope? A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit to the south.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, and then is it suitable? So can we land there or not?
Oh yeah, it's suitable.
Okay, nice. So then we are done. So what we do now is you do a traffic pattern.
Yeah, traffic pattern.
So you can imagine it in your head how you want to fly it. Downwind, crosswind, downwind, base, final.
Yeah.
And then you can fly it. And then you tell me this is my downwind, this is my base.
Okay.
UV7's out of bracket.
So you said from south to north.
So now we are. Now we are close wind.
Crosswind?
Yeah, turn to close wind.
Okay.
Yep.
So you fly crosswind?
Yeah, close wind here.
Okay.
And
keep 60 knots.
Yeah. Let's turn to downwind.
Okay. And in downwind you do your landing check, like in
check.
a pattern.
Okay. 1, 2, 3 green, F center, curve time is out of yellow, no warning light, no caution light, tab is green.
And carpet all the way up.
Okay, carpet all the way up.
Okay, give yourself a lot of space. So now you get a little close.
A little close?
Yeah, okay. Give yourself more space, because then you have a long way for the final, it's easier.
I got it.
And at the end of the downwind you can start to descend.
Okay, start to descend. And turn to the final base.
Yeah, so maybe this downwind was a bit too long. Make sure,
yeah.
So make sure you still see your spot.
Okay.
Okay, you said it's at 1,200.
Yeah.
So you want to be 300 feet above it. That's actually okay at the moment.
And turn to the final.
Okay.
And a little bit. And normal approach.
Then try to bring it in the middle of your compass. And fast walking speed.
Fast working speed.
And on final. On final, what do we do on final?
Final, carpet down.
Nice, yeah. And if you cannot make it a normal approach, you can also still switch to a steep approach. But at the moment it looks really good.
Yep.
Okay, switching to a steep approach, so raise the collective. Raise.
Yeah, let's
Left. Okay. Don't lose your airspeed, don't lose your airspeed. We never want to have zero airspeed. And let's see.
Sierra 24 with the Sea of Covina, southwest at 1,000.
Nice.
Okay.
Don't descend vertically, keep your forward airspeed.
Forward speed.
Don't raise too much. Now we are climbing.
Okay.
Look at our power, it's way too high. Lower collective.
Lower
Look at
collective.
our power.
Okay.
It would have worked out really well. Just go to the end of the pad here, of the spot.
Yep.
And we're still very high. Let's go down. We are high on power.
How higher power?
No, we are pretty high on power now.
Okay.
You cannot. You have to keep your heading here, especially on off airports.
Yep.
Because you don't know what's behind us and if the tail will struck the bushes.
Yep.
Okay, I have controls.
You have controls?
I have controls. So just, so you came in pretty nicely actually.
Yep.
And to make sure we don't hit our tail on these bushes,
Yep.
we don't want to land too close to the bushes.
Okay.
So it was nice that we landed in the end of the spot. But then we came in here like this, and then we could have done like this, coming down, 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 and then we are here.
Okay.
So until we are very close, like this altitude over the ground, we don't want to get to zero airspeed.
Yep.
And we don't want to just raise the collective a lot and then be on high power and be that high.
Yep.
We're gonna want to have on a lower hover. Because if I hover like this,
yep.
look then at our power, it's more than 1 inch lower.
Okay.
Before we were almost at the red line, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but in general, pretty good off-airport landing. Good job.
Thank you.
Also the traffic pattern that you imagined in your head, this is crosswind base.
Yep.
Actually nice. Also what you choose, that you from south to north,
yeah,
it's a good decision. Okay, then on the off-air part, we do often have a spot that is not straight. So this spot is also not completely straight.
Yeah.
So we have to do a slope landing.
Slope landing.
Yeah, here, not on every FR part you have enough space, but here we have enough space to turn. So we can turn, left side clear, right side clear.
Left side clear.
We can turn that we are parallel to the slope.
Slope.
So now we are pretty parallel to the slope. The slope is from north, from our left to our right, right?
Yeah.
And then we have to do a slope landing. So you can feel along on the cycling and the collective with me.
Okay.
What we do is, we set down one skid first. And then we try to kind of balance the helicopter on one skid. And then we lower collective and apply a lot of cyclic into the slope.
Into the slope, like that. Left. To the left.
Exactly, because the slope is from left to right, right?
Yeah. Just like that.
And then we can slightly set it down.
Yeah, set it
Actually,
down.
that's maybe not enough cyclic.
Yeah.
And then we can lower the collective a little bit, so maybe between 18 and 19.
Yeah.
And then we do a stability check. Stability check means parallel to the slope.
Yeah.
We move the cyclic a little to make sure it's safe.
Yeah.
And then also a little left and right pedal.
Yeah, we are safe.
It's safe. Then I lower collective.
Lower collective.
A little more. Then another stability check. Still feels safe.
Yeah.
Let's do one more.
One more.
And then all the way down. Okay, we are at safe, and then we can center the cyclic.
To the center.
And the maneuver is complete. So we're gonna practice that a little more in Long Beach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you that on Pad 4.
Pad 4, okay.
Maybe on the next flight. But this is just a little introduction that you know what it is. Then for the takeoff, we're gonna do the same thing. So pedals neutral, cyclic neutral, then we start. We first apply a lot of cyclic into the slope.
Yeah, into the slope.
Then I slowly raise collective.
Raise collective.
At the same point, like always, like a normal takeoff, I apply left pedal, right?
Yeah.
And at some point, the left skid will come up, the right skid.
Yeah.
And when that happens, so now I will light on skids.
Light on skid.
When that happens, I slowly go with a cyclic back to the neutral position.
Neutral position.
And then when I'm neutral, then I can pick it up.
24, clear the pass, southbound, 1,500.
And normally we go 45 degrees away from the slope. So I would go like this and I keep my heading. Nice. So this is just a little introduction to the slope.
Yep.
Okay, then I will bring you back to the spot you chose.
Yeah.
So we landed here and you said, okay, you have controls.
I have controls.
You have controls. You said you're going to take off in this direction.
Yeah.
So there are no obstacles. We could even do almost a normal approach. We're still going to do a normal takeoff. We're still going to do max performance.
Okay.
So in the stage check, you would set down on like a slope landing.
Yeah.
Then roll down the RPMs.
Yeah.
And do the max performance takeoff procedure. So we would check the pressure altitude.
Yeah.
The temperature. And then magneto check.
Magneto check.
Then we pick up
Yeah.
and then you do max performance takeoff.
Okay.
But now we just do the max performance takeoff, okay?
Okay.
So you can do one gauge check.
Gauge check 123 green, F center, curve time is out of yellow, no warning line, no caution light, tape is green.
Nice, okay. And then you can do at the same time forward cyclic
Yeah.
and race collective. We can pull here, we're here at 1000 feet.
Yeah.
So you can remember this for next time. The spot is a little lower.
Yeah, 1000 feet.
So we can pull a little less than in Long Beach, maybe 23.2.
Yeah.
So we are almost at the max power now.
Yeah.
Okay, then you can take off. Bring us out of here.
Okay. Smoothly forward cycling.
Exactly, and the race collective a little bit more. Left pedal.
Left pedal.
Nice, and what a nice takeoff, huh?
Woo!
Nice. And
Yeah.
we are already clear of obstacles.
Yeah.
So you can increase the airspeed. Make sure trim strings are centered, that's pretty important.
Okay.
Then 60 knots altitude.
60 knots. Turn to the right or
Let's turn to the left.
Left, okay.
So maybe next time when we have a little more time, we can also land somewhere here if you want.
Really?
You can just choose any spot, we can land anywhere.
Oh, sounds cool.
TV7 Eagle Rock West 1.7.
But today we don't have the time. Okay, then so now the DP would ask you, hey, Joseph, where are we? And now you don't have a clue because you don't have a chart and don't have iPad.
Yeah.
So in the check rate you need both a chart and your ForeFlight.
For flight.
You don't need to use ForeFlight, but it's much easier.
Okay.
So now I would just check, okay, ForeFlight, I'm here. So I would maybe tell him, hey, this is El Monte.
El Monte.
Yeah, so El Monte. And I can tell him, hey, I am 6 miles south of El Monte.
Okay.
Or I tell him, hey, this is Long Beach. I am 11 miles northeast of Long Beach.